Hey, my name's Jake Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about how the National Residential Landlords Association is pushing back against the government's EPC regulations that they're looking to roll out. They're actually showing some data that shows that the government just won't be able to hit their EPC targets. A lot of this comes down to a skills gap. There are just not enough people to do the EPCs, to do the work. You've also got big problems with leasehold properties where people can't actually do any of the updates required in order to rent out their property. So in this video, I'm going to give you an update on what the NRLA are actually doing, the impact this might have on EPC stuff going forward, and whether I think the EPC stuff will ever roll out or not. Before we jump into this though, if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to my channel over there and hit that bell notification. By subscribing, you'll get all the latest property news, house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And help me get some views on this video. I think this topic's very important and you can help easily with that by smashing like, tickling like, doing something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm and really does help the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So the EPC stuff is actually already recently just been pushed back. A few months ago, the energy performance certificates on your properties were going to need to be an EPC level C by 2028 on new tenancies. So that isn't much time in order to get that stuff sorted out. But here's the problem. The government are actually changing how they figure out EPCs. They're looking at lots of different metrics. They're having new consultations at the moment. And how EPCs are going to be calculated in the future are going to be a lot more complex. For example, they're going to look at energy consumption. Now, some of you commented on my channel with a very valid comment saying, what if you had an elderly couple in that property that had the heating on all day? Or students that just turned the heating up and went out to university all day because they had their bills included? Or how would you then identify a property that potentially isn't very energy efficient, but the owners or the tenants of that property leave at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work and don't come back till 9 o'clock at night, thus not using lots of energy? So the new calculations, they're considering those at the moment. But what the NRLA are saying is, regardless of all of that, this is a massive change to how you're calculating the EPCs. And so every single EPC assessor in the country is going to have significantly new training that is a lot more detailed than what they currently do at the moment. Now, here's the problem with that, because if you roll out these new EPC laws, these EPC assessors are going to be in more demand, aren't they? Of course they are, because all landlords are going to need to get new EPCs under the new rules. But the problem is, what if you've taken all the assessors out to reskill them and retrain them? That is where the problem lies. Not only that, what happens when everyone gets their new assessments done and they know where they stand now and they've got to get this new work done? And then you've got the problem, we don't have enough skilled tradesmen to do this. Your government's trying to build 1.5 million properties. What are those people going to do? They're going to build the properties, or are they going to retrofit stuff inside houses? It doesn't all really add up. So where we currently stand on the EPC stuff is that the 2028 window has been wiped out. So nobody has to get to a level C by 2028 anymore. Now people have got the expectation is that by 2030 you've got to get to a level C. However, the assessors were meant to get reskilled, retrained. New rules were going to come out by the spring of 2026 right now. But the other day, that got put back until the end of 2027. So you've got a year and 9 months delay while the government just figures out how these EPCs are even going to be worked out. So we can't start the assessments until 2028 at the earliest. And so that's what you're saying. You're saying 2028, we're going to give you the new rules. then you're all going to need to get an assessor in, because you need to know what level your property is, and then you're going to try and find skilled tradesmen in order to do this. It's just not going to happen by 2030. I think it will get put back, or it will just get abolished by a future government. And so EPC training is the biggest problem here. There's not enough EPC assessors. And on the new EPC rules, they're saying if you can't get to a level C, you've got to spend at least 10 grand doing that. Now, they're saying that will already count if you start doing that stuff right now, but it's not advisable, is it? Because you don't really know what you should be working on, because insulation might not be as important as double glazing or an air source heat pump going forward. Now, the NRLA say current EPCs have an error rate that they found with a consultation that's looked at this of between 36 and 62%. Now, I agree with that. You might too. Let me tell you a quick story. So I have a property in Dorking at the other end of the town up here. I've got two properties in the same block. One of the properties is massive. Like, it's a very big 2-bedroom flat. It was a very big 1-bedroom flat at one point. And during the pandemic, I had a builder that was out of work. And so I got a very good price from them in order to turn it into a 2-bedroom property. Now, while they did that, we changed double glazing. We insulated all the walls. What else did we do? We put a new boiler in as well. We did tons of stuff and really made that property is toasty warm. I was there yesterday because we had a boiler issue that we got looked at. And the tenant even agreed. They said this is a really warm flat. They don't even need to use the heating half the time. Now, that property has an EPC level D. Now, the property above is owned by another landlord who I know very well. And I know that they haven't done lots of this same stuff that I've done. They haven't got a new boiler. They haven't got all double glazing. They haven't got insulation on the property. Yet they've got an EPC of level C. So that shows you that that error rate is true, isn't it? 36 to 62% is likely to be right if you listen to the NRLA. And that's the problem with the current methodology. Now, that might change when we get these new rules. The problem is, it's just taking so long to roll out. And I totally agree with what the NRLA are saying here, with the fact that, look, once this is live, how are we all going to get these EPCs done? Because there's only a certain amount of assessors. They're already busy right now, and we haven't even got any rules in place. So that's the problem. They're also saying in their argument, I guess, against the government here, that the leaseholds could be a problem, that you should get the leasehold and common hold stuff sorted, because some landlords aren't going to be able to do anything to the building because they don't control the roof, they don't control the exterior walls of the property, and so they're going to have very little that they can do in order to improve that grade. What are you going to say then? That you just can't rent the property out? That's a problem, isn't it? And so this is a consideration here as well. So yeah, who knows? But what NRLA are saying is that these assessors, there's not enough of them. The fact that they all need retraining, because it is going to be a lot more complicated, means that you're going to pull even more of them off the market when we need them most. What do you think about this EPC stuff? I think the skill shortage is total logical sense to me, and I think this is going to get delayed massively or never happen at all. Do like the video and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do make sure, if you haven't done, I'm trying to get the message out. 25% of landlords don't even know this exists. This is the Renters' Rights Act information sheet. I put a copy in the description. Grab it, give it to your tenant, sign, make sure they sign to say they've received it, cover yourself or you're going to get a £7,000 fine. Do also check out all the other content on the channel while you're here as well, including this video right here.